Hi, my name is McKenna Reed, and today I'm joined by women's basketball coach Sean Reed, and we're going to talk about the upcoming game versus Avila University. So, Coach Reed, you guys beat Avila earlier in this season at their place in a game that was a battle. What did you learn from that game, and how much do you expect Avila to adjust for tonight's game?
Yeah, well, Avila is a really good team. That game was right before Christmas break, which is always a difficult game, I think, for both teams to play. Avila is really talented. They have one of the best post forwards in the conference in Melton, and got some excellent guard play. The Wright girl's fantastic. And got some really good three-point shooters, and that game was tough for us, and it was difficult. And I'm sure they're better than they were at that point. I hope that we're better. But they're playing really well. They're playing to get into the postseason, and we are as well. So I'm sure both teams will definitely make some adjustments, and there will be things that we'll have to do much better than we did the last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're one way away from securing a conference tournament spot. How do you keep your team focused on the process and not the pressure?
Yeah, I think that's difficult. You really can't think about the result. You've got to think about what you need to do to get the result. And I think that's something we've struggled with at times this year. Our team is really young, graduated a lot of people last year, and so we've had to learn how to win, which is not an easy thing, but we're just going to have to do the things that we need to do well to compete with Avila. We're going to have to defend. We're going to have to guard the three-point line. They've got people that can put the ball on the floor. We're going to have to guard our yard. We'll have to rebound well. They change defenses, so we'll have to react to that and pay attention to what they're doing each and every possession and try and take care of the ball maybe better than we have lately, and see if we can take advantage of maybe some matchups that are in our favor.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the biggest keys defensively that the Lady Jays need to focus in on tonight?
Well, I think Melton and Wright and Stanley are, kind of their top three scorers, but they have other young ladies that are definitely capable of putting the ball in the basket. They run a lot of different actions. It's not like one or two things. They run a continuous on-ball offense that we call Gator, and they have a lot of wrinkles to that. They're going to try and put Melton and Wright and Stanley in good positions, and we'll have to talk, and we'll have to move and help each other out and be in gaps and those kind of things.
And lastly, what kind of atmosphere are you hoping for tonight?
Yeah, well, it's senior night, which is always fun. Mm-hmm. So we hope people will come out and support our team. We do a meal after the game for families and host families, and I think we've got 120, 130 people who have RSVP'd to that, which is one of the special things that makes Tabor unique. And so I hope people will come out and cheer on our team as we try to qualify for the postseason. That would be a good accomplishment for this team, especially where we were at about a month ago. I feel like that would demonstrate a lot of growth on the part of our team.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
They're available as long as supplies last. So if you want Chick-fil-A, head on over to the grill and get your sandwich and fries now. featuring the visiting Avila University Eagles and your Tabor College Blue Jays. At this time, I'd like to ask you to please rise and remove your hats as we pray over tonight's contest. Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight. Thank you that you are sovereign over all things, that, Lord, you brought Avila here safely, and I pray that we would honor and glorify you in all of our actions, all of our play, and all of our words. Lord, I thank you for the opportunity to play this game and for giving us sports as a means of entertainment. Please keep all the participants safe tonight. And we just thank you and acknowledge that you are deserving of all worship and praise. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. As participants in the NAIA's Champions of Character Initiative, we along with the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference challenge each of you to enjoy tonight's contest with the true spirit of sportsmanship. Tabor College is confident this will create a positive, competitive environment we can all take pride in and enjoy. Avila University enters tonight's contest with an overall record of 14-13 and a KCAC record of 10-11. While Tabor College comes in with an overall
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Tabor College in Hillsboro, Kansas, as we are back for another KCAC matchup between your Tabor College Blue Jays and the visiting Avila University Eagles. This is Nash Dickinson, and I'm joined here with Kim Weens. Right? That's right. He's here today.
1986 graduate here at Tabor. Back then we had peach baskets for goals back then, but now we've advanced here a bit.
Nice. I was just at the YMCA earlier today. It's not where they started the game. It's kind of interesting right there.
Yeah.
We are the voices of the Blue Jays here tonight. We're looking forward to spending some time with you guys this evening. I just want to give you guys a little bit of the team comparison here tonight. Remy Wolf is in her 4th season as the head coach for the Eagles, leading them to an overall record of 14-13 on the season, and it's a 10-11 record in KCAC play. Remy Wolf has steadily elevated the Eagles in the KCAC, leading year-over-year improvements on both ends of the floor after taking over as head coach in 2022. Sean Reed is in his 15th season as the head coach for the Blue Jays. His team holds a 13-14 record on the season and an 11-10 record in KCAC play, winning a tough battle against Bethel at home this past Wednesday, with the final score being 48-41. Reed is the winningest head coach in Tabor women's basketball history and is a 4-time Lonnie Cruz KCAC Coach of the Year. Today's contest will be the 20th all-time between the Blue Jays and the Eagles, as Tabor claims a 13-6 historical record over Avila. Pretty young matchup here. And the last matchup between the Blue Jays and the Eagles was at Avila on the 13th of December 2025, where the Jays took home the victory 58-48. So I'll give you guys a quick starting lineup for both teams. First off, we'll start off with the Eagles. Is number 2, Talia Dyson. She's the freshman out of Springfield, Missouri. Number 10, Kathleen Stanley, the senior out of Leawood, Kansas. Number 12, Marley Wright, the junior out of Greenfield, Missouri. Number 20, Madeline Melton, the senior out of Lewisburg, Kansas. And last but not least is number 23, Kylie Comstock, the forward out of Fort Scott, Kansas. Those are the starters for the Eagles here tonight, wearing purple. And here for the Blue Jays wearing white, number 4, Landry O'Brien, the freshman out of Edna, Kansas. Number 11, Lily Veer, the junior out of Newton, Kansas. Number 20, Adrian Hazelwood, the sophomore out of Lindsborg, Kansas. Number 23, Haley Contreras, the sophomore out of Liberal, Kansas. And last but not least, number 35, Tayton Smith, the senior out of Elbing, Kansas. Whew, that was a mouthful right there.
You got it done just right on time. Here we go.
Just right on time, and the tip goes towards the Eagles' way, it looks like. So they will have possession here to start off the game. So the Eagles, from what I hear, if you guys heard in the pregame talk with Coach Reed, they love getting it inside to their big man inside. That's Melton, number 20. She seems to be the best scorer on the team. From what I hear, I haven't done a ton of research on the whole team, but that's a little bit of what I've seen. And that would be a shot clock violation to start off the game. What a great stop by the Blue Jays.
Avila had a hard time getting anything set on that play there, saying the clock quickly expired, and good start for the Blue Jays.
Phenomenal job for the Blue Jays so far. I saw against Bethel, they love, the Blue Jays have really stuck to a few plays, and it's worked well for them. You see this Contreras screen for Smith going down. That's one of their favorite plays. O'Brien with the lefty drive inside to Smith, kick out 3 for Hazelwood, off to the right, boarded by the Eagles.
Tabor running a man-to-man defense here.
Yeah, it's been a consistent thing to see them in that man defense. They did a phenomenal job against Bethel, holding them to only 41 points. To a team that really can do well on the offensive end. That'll be a turnover forced by the Blue Jays. Turnover on Marley Wright. Tries to throw it to the big man, that can't quite get it there. Yeah, that Wednesday matchup was definitely well needed. If we would have lost that game, it would have been a tough one. Actually, right now in the KCAC standings, we're at the top of this 4-team kind of mix between Ottawa, Avila, and K-Dub. And that's a good take by O'Brien there, and that'll be the first points of the game for the Jays.
Yeah, O'Brien's doing a nice job progressing along as a freshman this year here. I've watched her mature here. She's got the steal there.
Yeah, good job.
2-on-2 break.
Good job by Smith to play some good ball screen defense. Just throws that one away, but then she gets the own. She picks herself up, and fast break layup by O'Brien. Great play, great way to start off the game for the Jays as well.
That's for sure. Good hustle there. Oh,
Eagles spin move. It's a good take by Melton. Just doesn't quite work out. Lefty shot, no good.
Yeah, she's got quick moves inside. Worth to be heads up for that for sure.
Yeah. She's the senior out of Lewisburg, Kansas. I'm a Kansas native. I don't even know where Lewisburg is. Sadly, I honestly don't even know.
I think they make apple cider there. I think that's the home of Kansas apple cider. Correct me if I'm wrong somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe. Not a huge fan of apple cider, but, you know.
When you get older, Nash, you'll start enjoying that.
Yeah, I guess.
That along with the prune juice.
Oh, man. I don't know if I'll ever like that. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Avila has the ball here on the inside. Looking inside is 12. That was right. Big lefty drive from Dyson. Little hook, no good. Too strong on the touch.
Tabor defense really playing strong there. Kind of has Avila messed up a little bit right now, but it's early, obviously.
O'Brien, pump fake, takes it in strong. Great pass to Smith. O'Brien with the assist to Smith, and that gives the Blue Jays an early 6-0 lead.
Well, she's playing with some passion. O'Brien's kind of the spark plug of everything right now, both offensively and defensively. So
yeah, she's playing like a senior on senior night. Put it that way. I don't know, although she's a freshman.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I had my research right, but Nash, fill me in on a little bit. I just came in from Dallas. I'm live in the Dallas area, do a lot of games down there, but fill me in on where we are in the conference standings here in the playoffs.
So right now the conference standings, which is interesting because we beat Bethel on Wednesday. We've went 1-1 with them this year off that crazy last-minute buzzer beater, last-second buzzer beater. But they were number 3 in the conference, 16-5. So that was a great win for the Jays. As of right now, Tabor is 7th in the KCAC standings. You have to make top 8 to make it into the postseason playoffs. And right now, as I said earlier, they're kind of tied with Ottawa, Avila, and K-Dub. Pretty much, if they lose this game, there is a chance of them making it. But this is a must-win game for sure. If they win this game, they are in the playoffs.
And what about Avila's situation? Are they got a shot yet? Or?
Avila does have a shot. If they're able to win today, they have to win this game. And even at that, they might not even be able to make it. It just depends on how Ottawa and K-Dub works. Besides the, I don't know exactly how the ties work and all of that. So
we'll leave that up to the computer. We got a few roster changes here. Looks like Kaylee Hoffman in for the Jays, along with who else we got? Anna Lambert's also in for the Blue Jays now. So kind of a typical rotation here, it looks like.
Nice. Looking inside to Schaefer, the freshman out of Oklahoma. Great take right there.
Oh, that's too strong. Nice strong move there. Good patience too. You know, she didn't panic. She kicked it out, looked to kick out, and saw it was still there, so she went to the goal strong.
Yeah. As I've said last game, she's done a great job of taking on that role inside, being up that backup player, giving Smith a little bit of a break inside. And she's done a great job of not just going in there and taking up minutes, but getting boards, getting points. Yeah. Done a phenomenal job.
Melton with that last goal, you can see why she's the player she is. She's got a great first step, it looks like to me. And
Kaufman, big 3, and that's money. 15 for 3 from the right wing. Great kick out 3. That's what we love to see.
It's good to see her get off to a good start.
That'll be a foul on Lambert there. That'll send, looks like Coleman to the line. Actually, I take that back. That's right. We'll have a quick sub here for the Eagles. That'll be Ava Hughes will come in for Dyson.
Yeah, Schaefer's going to have to be really on her toes there to guard Melton, it looks like here. She was caught off guard there a little bit by her quick drop step there.
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of a mismatch. Probably not. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't say that was quite a mismatch. But
maybe a senior freshman. Maybe
senior freshman mismatch. There you go. That's a good point.
Thanks for backing me out on that one.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Jays have the ball here. Lambert running some kind of dribble weave, trying to. Good screen by Schaefer. Contreras looks inside, kicks out to Kaufman. That's tipped away. Good job by, I think that was
number 33
there. That's Baker.
Ball's loose, picked up by Tabor. Lambert in for the bucket.
Fast break points for Lambert. That'll be her first bucket of the night. That'll put the Blue Jays up 13-3 early in this game. Avila has the ball here. Tipped away by Veer. Veer comes in, grabs it, and another fast break point for the Jays.
You know, I'm old school, but the old jump stop still works pretty good, Nash. I don't know if you know that play, but it still works today, and that's what Lily did on that play. And
I know.
An easy, uncontested layup there.
For sure. Yeah, it's kind of a lost art. It's not something that players don't really use as much anymore.
Yeah, it's making a comeback. Making a comeback. You heard it here tonight.
Heard it here tonight. Ooh, and that's a few too many steps. From here to here to Missouri, that was definitely a travel. So that'll be a Blue Jay ball. Taking over the baseline. This will be Caitlin Long coming off of an little ankle injury. Sat out against Bethel. Will come in today, ready to play. Good to see her out there. Lambert looks inside to Smith. Can't find her. Looks like Blue Jays will just run kind of their offense that they've ran all year, trying to look for Smith most times inside. Big 3 is good from Hazelwood from the corner.
That was a great spot by Lambert to see Hazelwood in the corner there. Coming off the bench, knocks it down. It's good.
1 for 2 from 3 so far today, and that was a great shot, and that one's good from Melton. Proving why she is the leading scorer for Avila this year.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with her first step. She goes to the goal strong. Looks to me we may have to sag off and help a little bit when she gets the ball inside there.
Yep, the senior is averaging 17.1 on the season.
Free throw good. 18-6.
Shooting about 85% from free throw, yep. 18-6 so far early in this game. Great start for the Jays, everything you could ask for. Couple mishaps on offense, but besides that, it's pretty much no blemishes so far. Inside to Smith, kick out to Long, wants to swing it and does. Kaufman, great drive, and it goes in. She maybe wants the and one, and she'll be down.
I think she came down and rolled an ankle.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely rolled an ankle there. Might get a replay here, even though we might not want one. Yes, definitely ankle. Landed on, looks like that was Hughes's foot. And
Ash, I don't know if you know this. This is Kaylee's my niece, and I know she's tough as nails. So this is not a fake deal here.
Yeah.
So she's strong. So I hate to see that for her.
mm-hmm.
But again, back to the game here. You know, we got to be pleased with the start. But we know we got a long way to go, and all these games always run in spurts, Nash. So
They do, yes.
Avila's came here with a mission as well, so I'm expecting them to, regroup here. But for right now, it's certainly a good start. But we hate to see the momentum stopped here with an injury.
Yeah, for sure. You notice sometimes some teams are more halftime adjusters, going to the half and come out firing, and so sometimes you see that happen. Maybe Avila is going to do that today. Who knows? But early on in this game, Tabor's taking full advantage of the early parts of this game.
You can see they're just playing with a mission, it appears, too. Avila's pushing hard, too, because they've got a lot on the line here, but they're a little bit tight right now, it seems to me. And let's see here. I was hoping there'd be some pressure to be able to walk off on it, but it looks like she's having to be completely carried off into the trainer's room here.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but I have been there before. Definitely have had an ankle injury. I have not broken an ankle, luckily, but yeah, that's one of those things when you hear the pop, you know it's definitely not good. So hopefully there's nothing like that happened. Here after the injury, we'll resume play. Eagles will have possession here to start off. About 2:40 left in the second quarter. Great stop by Smith.
That was well defended, but the loose ball picked up by Tabor. She was on the line, evidently, so it'll go back to Avila, but still a good defensive possession there.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa. O'Brien hits the deck, and Smith gets another block, rejects Melton. Smith inside once again. They'll call her for the foul, and that's a strong take there from Kylie Comstock.
Yeah, she finished on that one. I think
it's a great take from her there. Yeah, there's not
Smith
much you
thought
can do.
she probably fouled hard enough just to stop the shot, but she battled through it.
And we'll see that one more time there. Yeah, definitely got a little piece of the hand as she went up.
Free throw attempt missed, covered by Tabor.
O'Brien righty
push
take,
there,
and
wasn't it?
there's no call. Inside to Schaefer. Schaefer looks around, goes up, and that'll be a foul. It looks like that'll be on Melton. And that'll be key, honestly. I didn't think about that much, but if you can get Melton in foul trouble, that would be big for the Jays.
That certainly would be a big benefit there. I think Schaefer was kind of caught off guard by that pass. It kind of surprised her.
A little bit, yeah. It was a great pass. I don't know who threw it in, but it was really, I think that was O'Brien actually that threw it in.
I tell you what, O'Brien's really playing well, and both on the shot and really passing the ball well.
Yeah, looking here to the last time Tabor played Avila, Kaufman actually led in points. So having her down and out is going to stink a little bit for the Jays today.
Yeah, she did have a good game that night.
Yeah, 6 for 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3.
Just hitting the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Football loose, recovered by
Good
Schaefer.
hustle from Schaefer. Contreras will get the ball going up the court, looks for somebody, doesn't find anyone. So she'll run the half-court offense here, looking inside to Schaefer. O'Brien throws that one to the cheerleaders, and that'll be an Avila basketball. Yeah, it looks like last time out too, Melton had a pretty good game, 6 for 12 from the field, 19 points. Found her way to the line as well, 7 of 8 as well, 7 of her points coming from the free throw line. So definitely is on Reed's idea to keep her in check, and that's a great block from Schaefer.
Very nice play by Schaefer.
It's good we've been able to get the blocks without fouling. Schaefer goes up, good move, and good offensive board from Hazelwood. Gets it out to O'Brien. O'Brien mid-range shot, a little long, and that'll be handled by Melton. Eagles looking inside. Wright has the ball. They're going to maybe try to get a 2-for-1 here. Melton inside. Great play there. That's a phenomenal pass. It's from Kylie Comstock with the assist.
Great pass, great movement without the ball there. Avila's definitely in this ball game, and we got to keep it rolling here to stay with them for sure.
Righty drive from Veer goes up, no good, but that'll be a foul. Number 10, it looks like. Yeah, number 10 for the Eagles. That's Kathleen Stanley. That will be her first foul of the night. And as I say all the time, you're at home, put those Jays up. It's scientifically proven that the free throws go in when you do.
That sure seems to help. We didn't do that back in our day here, but there we go.
Hey, I guess it's a new thing that kind of works, so I'm not going to oppose it.
No. You know, Lily Dare's been a really good addition to this ball club here. She's really matured nicely in her 3 years here. Love watching her attack the rim like she does every night. Fearless.
And she does, and she's able to drive, but she's also able to shoot the three as well. Phenomenal shooter. Saved us in that Southwestern game a couple weeks ago. Put a few threes in a row. Good board from Schaefer. Hazelwood kick out three to Veer. Oh!
That thing was in and out. All in all, good quarter there. Jays take the lead, 24-10 into the end of the first quarter here.
Yes, great job from the Jays so far. 24-10 to end the first quarter. Both teams will take a little bit of a break here, and we will as well. We'll be back with you guys after we hear a word from our sponsors.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsborough and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
Here after the intermission between the first and the second quarter. Good playing from our Blue Jay band led by Dr. Teichler. Always a pleasure to hear them play their instruments.
Looks like we got Brooke Berlin into the lineup for the Jays here to start. second quarter.
Yeah, looks like Berlin will take that 5 role, which we didn't see her do that much against Bethel, but it's good to see her inside. Good to see her healthy as well. Little elbow shot, no good. That was from Marley Wright. And just over past there, goes into the Blue Jay band to Dr. Teichler.
Spear was just on her way down on a jump, and the ball just went over just a little bit there, but good hustle.
Yeah, good hustle from the Jays. So Avila takes the ball up here, running a 2 high post look, double screen. Double screen again, open 3 is good from Wright. That was a beautiful play. Looks like they've ran that play probably a million times this year.
I'd say, and she shot it a million times. She got a really good corner. It was a beautiful shot by number 12, Wright.
Yeah, good job from her. Berlin looks inside, double team. Somehow gets out of it, tries to shoot it. Maybe past it, I don't know what happened exactly right there. O'Brien has the ball, lefty drive, good take. Can't quite make the basket, and that'll be an Eagles possession. Avila's looking inside. They have both of their 6-footers in right now. Comstock and Melton. Melton looks inside. Good job from Veer, and that'll go out of bounds. Veer had a little bit of a mismatch, but she's proven that she can guard Melton.
Yeah, it was a big stop. I had a chance to bring it into single digits here. You know, score make look a little lopsided, but one shot just like that, they're right there. So now this is an important possession here for the Jays.
Yeah, Jays will definitely have to hold on to this lead. Not let any easy 3s or 2s give up to the Eagles. And that's a great play from Contreras. We don't normally see that from her this year.
She penetrated, took a step back, and she was open. She shot it with confidence, and nice shot from the elbow.
Yeah, I haven't seen her shoot that shot much this year, but maybe she might need to shoot that one more. That was a good-looking shot. Eagles look inside. Maybe took a few steps. No calls. 2 Eagles on the ground, and there'll be a 5-on-3. Let's see if they get inside. They don't. Kick out 3 to Evans. No good. Berlin gets the ball. And that's good.
That's a nice follow.
Great job from Berlin. And refs will call a short intermission, short timeout.
Timeout on the floor here, injury timeout.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised that they didn't call anything there. Yeah, let's watch that 2-point basket happen again. Good shot. Good job from Berlin. Take advantage of her size and get that board. Good hard hedge from Berlin. Big 3, no good. Looks like it hit off the shot clock, and that'll be a Blue Jay ball. Yeah, look at this Tabor roster, and we've played. Let's see, that's 12 players so far. I think it's right, 11 players so far this game. So. Definitely Reed has an idea of what he wants to do, and he's executing well.
The defender stepped right in front of that pass, down in low. And we give it right back.
Tipped away by Contreras, stolen by Hazelwood. Hazelwood ball screen. Nope, she'll go to the corner. Looks inside to Berlin. Shula thinks about going up. Passes it to Veer.
Oh, that's
great
beautiful.
Punt.
That's a beautiful play. Well executed. Good to see Berlin recognize that opportunity and drop it off, and they're finished.
Yeah, and it looks
with
like
authority.
With authority is right. You know, that is something that I don't see a lot, where that's that entry to the post and then that backside guard flashing. I mean, that's open so often.
It really is. Good to see.
Looks like Veer's played enough basketball to figure that one out.
Shot clock winding down here.
And that'll be in her hands.
Could be another violation.
Yeah. Another fantastic defensive possession from the Jays. 30-13 so far. 6:09 left on the game clock. Blue Jays are have found something that works.
Caitlin Long back in.
Long looks to drive left, kicks it to Berlin. Little shot, no good, off the left side of the iron. Boarded there from Coleman. Avila, lefty drive here from Stanley. Step back, that's good. Great shot there from the senior from Leawood, Kansas, up by Kansas City. Not too far of a drive from the university. Lear has the ball here. Ball screen from Berlin. Kick out 3 to Hazelwood, just short.
It's a good look, good ball movement there.
Yeah, good kick out 3. Good job from Long, no call. Long boxes out, sends Melton to the floor, and that'll be a 5-on-4 here. Let's see if the Jays can take advantage of it. Kicks it to Evans. Evans hits the 3.
Yeah, it all started with Caitlin Long's defensive stop there.
Yeah.
Got the loose ball, had numbers.
Caitlin using her body there.
She did. Good Panhandle, Oklahoma rancher girl.
Yeah. Plays hard. Avila has the ball here. Hicks drives to the right, kicks it out to Coleman. Lefty drive, no good. Boarded by Berlin, and that's another great defensive possession from the Jays. Been really impressed with this defense.
Yeah, it really has. I haven't seen any stats here on the turnovers, but yeah, Avila's got 10 turnovers here, and I think a lot of those have turned into points too. It'd be interesting to see the points off turnover stat there, but
yeah, 13 points for the Jays off turnovers.
looks like we got a TV timeout. That's kind of interesting for the KCAC. Timeout on the floor, TV timeout.
Yeah, it's a new thing this year. They added every 5 minutes. They do this for guys and girls, have this media timeout. Well, I'll let you guys know. Looking ahead on campus on February 21st from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., Tabor College will host the 2026 Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge. This exciting competition gives middle and high school students from Marion County the opportunity to showcase their business ideas and compete for cash prizes. It's a great way to see the next generation of entrepreneurs in action. So, well, I just heard word that was today, so if you went to it today, then kudos to you.
You're just doing a recap, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. It was from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. today. Just letting you guys know. If it matters much to you now, great. So, Kim, what are your thoughts so far this game? What are the Blue Jays doing well, and what do they need to work on?
Well, you know, they've been, I think it's all been starting on the defensive end here, you know, and by having the good defense, we're getting those turnovers and getting some fairly easy buckets. They're moving the ball well on offense, and so it's been an impressive first part of the game here.
Blue Jays inbound the ball here on the baseline. Caitlin Long looks inside to Berlin. Berlin's got quite a few minutes in here this second quarter.
Yeah, it's good to see her playing some pain-free, it looks like, and that's nice for her.
Evans looks inside once again. 3 seconds left. Stolen away, and Hazelwood does not quite get that one off. And that'll be a shot clock possession, which honestly isn't the worst thing. Tabor's kind of using all of this clock and running that game clock down.
And it was a good defensive possession there by Avila. I know I've been saying Tabor's been doing well, but Avila really had us in control on that possession.
Melton's shot is no good.
Tipped out.
Offensive board here. That's Dyson has the ball screen from Melton. Dyson, looks like there'll be a body screen or body foul on Long. Or a push here. So that'll send in a couple of Blue Jays into the game. That'll be Schaefer, Contreras, and O'Brien. And in for Avila will be Marley Wright. Give Berlin a little bit of a break here. Also give long, a little bit of break as well. Eagles have the ball here, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Another ball screen, keeps everybody flat, tries to look for somebody for a three, looks inside to Melton. Good defense from Schaefer, but better offense from Melton. It's a great take from her.
Great left hand. She really uses that and scoops it in there, so yeah, she's impressive.
Lambert looks inside for Schaefer. Blue Jays using a lot of the shot clock here. Kicks it out to O'Brien. Maybe one more for Contreras. Doesn't find her. And that'll be a traveling violation on O'Brien.
You know, Tabor's kind of got out of their offensive sync here. You know, we've been running some clock, but it's way too early to start doing that. And I think they've kind of got out of their rhythm a little bit here, because we've been pressed to get the shot off the last couple of possessions here. So
yeah, I'm almost thinking though a little bit. Yeah, good steal there from Schaefer. Just read that one perfectly. I think a little bit too is Reed is probably thinking about, let's play defense. Let's try to stop them from scoring, and that's Schaefer for two.
Nice touch. Good.
Not to say that this lineup in doesn't score, but you know, if you have a good defensive crew out there, I mean, they can't score much. And so it looks like Schaefer's been playing good defense so far. And she'll guard Melton to start off in this second quarter for this duration. Out of bounds, and that's another turnover. That's Avila's 12th of the first half.
She caught that and took a step back and was on the line, and the official was right there to see it. So
yeah, I'm sure Wolf is pretty frustrated right now with her girls. You know, 12 turnovers and a half will frustrate you, to say the least. I think if they clean that up, I think their offense will run much more efficiently. Schaefer tries to bank that one in, doesn't quite go, and Lambert almost gets that ball.
Couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Yeah, Coleman disrupted her there, and that'll be an Avila ball. Good hard hedge from Schaefer, and that'll end up being an easy two for
Schaefer. Gambled a little bit, got too far out on that, and couldn't recover and get the help.
Yeah, it looks like Sean wants his girls to do that hard hedge instead of that flat hedge. Maybe Avila has better shooters today, or better shooting. And that'll be a foul, quick foul there on Ava Baker, junior out of Gardner, Kansas. So that'll send O'Brien to the line. Andrea O'Brien, both teams I'm noticing here have a ton of Kansas players. It's something you love to see for me as a Kansas native. See a lot of local talent play for local teams and playing well as well.
Second shot's good. 36-19, just nearing the 1 minute mark in the first half.
See what Avila can do on this possession. Beer tips out away. O'Brien tries to get it, doesn't quite get it there. Good defense from Beer. Wright has the ball. A little shot from 15 feet is good.
Well, just a good shot by Wright. Beer did all she could on that possession.
And that's kind of been the story a little bit for Avila. Sometimes they've just had better offense than our defense. And there you go. Schaefer gets it up over Melton.
Contreras with a nice feed there. Schaefer, she shoots with confidence. She definitely wants to take the ball to the rim. I've noticed that all season watching online here, and good to see her in person. Ooh, loose ball.
Loose ball, can't quite handle it from Beer. Lambert guarding, that's right. Inside pass to Melton, doesn't quite get there. 15 seconds on the game clock. Pass to O'Brien, she loves that shot. It's good from deep. Great shot from number 4. Blue Jays are 4 of 8 from 3 today. And that'll close out this half. A phenomenal half played by the Blue Jays. We'll see that 3 one more time.
You know, she shot that with confidence with 5 or 6 seconds left. You might think that, hey, we need to make an extra pass, but hey, when you got an open shot and you're feeling it, you take it.
Yeah.
And then you depend on your defense just like we did there at the end. We got the stop. So that was a impressive half of ball. I think they just need to go down, get a quick drink, come right back, pick up where they left off.
Yeah, don't need to change much. That was a phenomenal half from the Jays, shooting 57% from the field. Avila shooting 37.5. I mean, that's been kind of the story of the game. Efficient shooting. Also, the story of the game is Avila's turnover ratio. Turnover margin is in the Blue Jays' favor, +8 for them, with Avila having 14, Tabor having 6. And, you also see that we were talking about it earlier, Tabor having that 18 points off turnovers. I mean, that's a killer if you're Avila, just not being able to stop turning the ball over.
Yeah, let's take a look at the shooting percentages here too, Nash. You wanna...
Down here for the players.
Now we have Tabor shooting at a 57% clip, and we've got Avila at 37, so that kind of explains it. Then the big number, one of the big numbers too, is the three-point shooting here. Tabor at 50%, 4 out of 8, and Avila just 1 out of 3 there.
Yeah, exactly, and that's been a lot of the story of the game. O'Brien has 8, so does Schaefer. Those are the leading scorers for Tabor College, and Melton leads for the Eagles with 9 points so far. So while they do the senior day introductions, we will take a break for halftime. About 14 minutes left. We'll see you guys just in a little bit. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tabor College. Tabor College's gymnasium here on the campus of Tabor College in Hillsboro, Kansas. And we're getting ready here to start this third quarter after a phenomenal first half from the Jays, up 41-21 against Avila University. I'm here with Kim. Kim, what's your thoughts on that first half?
Well, obviously, if you're a Tabor fan, it was a great half, and you'd hope that the same thing can continue. You know, Melton, I keep going back to her. Obviously, she's their main gun. She really started off strong, but somehow Tabor defended her pretty well there. But long way to go. You know, this third quarter is always a big quarter in every game. You know, that games can change major in that quarter. So this is going to be an interesting quarter to see how we come out playing here, both teams.
It always is. You're very right. And it's what's interesting here is Melton's taken 10 of the 24 shots that Avila has taken so far today. And so that's kind of an interesting stat. If you're an Eagles fan, I mean, you've probably been used to it all year, but she is a big key of this offense.
I don't think neither team has anybody in foul trouble, Nash, do they? As far as I know.
So far, no team really does. A couple of players, one player for the Jays, that Smith has two, and she was out a lot of that first half. That's kind of why Berlin and Schaefer had the main spotlight there for a little bit. Avila has the ball here, 4 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to call a jump ball. That'll go towards Tabor's side.
Starting out kind of like that first possession of the game there. Good defense and shot clock winding down.
Yeah, I mean, that's another great job by the Jays. Another defensive stop. Contreras has the ball. A ball screen from Smith. Kicks out to Hazelwood. Looks inside. Smith wants to go up. She feels like she's fouled, and then we'll call the foul here. It looks like it'll be on Melton.
Yeah, she did draw. She was kind of in trouble there, but she did draw the foul there. You know, I think it's important too for Tabor to not get too complacent and watch the clock. They need to keep the momentum going, keep the pace going. You know, a lot of teams play not to lose instead of just playing to win, and
exactly.
We'll see if that happens here.
Yeah, and I think it was a game. I can't remember who they played, but they were up by a ton in the first half, and the other team kind of came back, and it was close at the end. So you don't want to see that if you're a Jays fan. Smith makes both of her free throws there, which is kind of interesting. She's shot 55% from free throw this year, so good to see her make those two. Big long three, no good. Boarded by Contreras. That shot was from Wright. Wright's kind of proven she's the three taker of the Eagles.
Yeah, no question.
Ready take, kick out to Veer. Some Avila fans pretty frustrated about something there. O'Brien, big hop step up to Smith, can't make it. She almost gets her on board, but doesn't quite get it.
That was Avila had us in control in that possession there. Then we get it right back on a steal.
Veer gets the ball up to O'Brien, no good. Smith gets it, and they're going to call that on Smith. That's frustrating if you're a Blue Jay. Just extended the arm. I was wondering if they were going to call it. That would be her third foul. Reed will send in Schaefer to go in her spot.
Yeah, I hate to see that. Third foul already in this early in the half, but fortunately Schaefer and Berlin have done a nice job of filling in for her.
Yeah, they have. They've kind of picked up her slack a little bit in that department. Honestly, Tate Smith hasn't played bad at all. It's just she hasn't been able to stay in the game for too long. Looking inside, great defense from O'Brien. Another phenomenal defensive possession from the Jays. I mean, letting up no room for these Eagles to score.
You know, Nash, I'm really impressed here. When you watch games online like I do from Texas, you know, you kind of get the flow. But being here, I'm really impressed with the freshmen that have really matured over the course of this 25-game season so far, and it's good to see them. You know, we got a good, strong future here at Tabor.
Yeah, and this you really see that kind of the future for Tabor, and mostly the freshmen normally stay here at Tabor. That's a great take from a freshman. That's O'Brien.
O'Brien saw the baseline open there, and she aggressively went after it.
Yeah, and like you see, most of the freshmen stay, and O'Brien was frustrated about that one, but no good.
She got clotheslined, and I guess the officials didn't see that one, but either way.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The Blue Jays weren't able to bring in any transfers this year, and so that was kind of the question mark for this team, was to see if they're going to stay in contention. Big long three is good from another freshman. That's Anna Lambert from deep.
It's senior night, but right now it's been freshman night.
Yeah,
Nash here, it seems like.
It really has. We got to figure out some stats. How many of these points have been made by the freshmen? That's a good take there. That's Kathleen Stanley for 2.
Stanley went up strong on that.
That'll be her 4th point of the night.
48-23 here with 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 top leading scorers. And, Schaefer, too easy. Point blank range, no good. But yeah, 3 of the top 4 scorers for Tabor are freshmen tonight. And good take there. A little lefty hook from Marley Wright will be good.
Wright attacked the goal well on that possession, finished.
It's her 8th point of the night, 3 of 6 from the field. Lambert tries to get it to Contreras, does.
Avila turning up a little pressure here on the front court.
Veer trying to work on the 6-foot forward on the inside, and Schaefer goes inside and makes the tough layup. Not the easy one, but that's okay.
What class is she again?
She is a freshman as
well.
well.
What do you know? A freshman.
There you go. Good defense from Schaefer, and misses it. Melton was expecting contact there, didn't get it, but it doesn't matter. That'll be a foul on. Looks like that'll be on Lambert. That'll be her 2nd.
I'm going to give you a little history here on Schaefer. I got to meet her dad before the game, and former Tabor standout guard Talby Justice and Mr. Schaefer played college basketball together, and so it's kind of interesting connection from Caston, Oklahoma.
That's interesting right there, yeah. I know Schaefer was all-state in Oklahoma last year, so she's a strong player for the Jays.
Yeah, Oklahoma's always been a good recruiting field for Sean Reed and the Blue Jays.
Yeah, plenty of Oklahoma players on the Jays this year, and that was Marley Wright. That was an and 1 from her. I think there was a foul there. Couldn't quite see who the foul was on, but that'll be an and 1 opportunity taken for the Eagles, and that'll close up the lead to about 22 for the Jays, 50-28. It looks like, Schaefer gets the ball, maybe expecting a foul, won't get it. That'll be the Eagles' ball.
Checks back in for Lambert.
Yeah, so Lambert
got some good minutes out of her.
Goes to the bench here. Eagles have the ball screen. It's kind of interesting how small Avila's bench is. They didn't really travel many players.
I just now noticed that. Well, good observation. And a finish there.
And another and 1 for Wright. So go to the line once again. She is 13 on the night, leading scorer for Avila.
Yeah, she's quietly put up some good numbers for Avila tonight. At the line to finish the old traditional 3-point play here.
Yeah, from the charity stripe, she so far is 2 of 3, and she'll miss that one. 2 of 4 now. The offensive board, great job from Coleman. Eagles, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll try to run something here. Maybe try to get it to Melton. Melton, I've noticed, is very physical. Very physical player. Good roll. Nobody inside for her. She needs to throw that. Nope. Cross-court pass. Baker for 3. Sends up a prayer. No good. Boarded by Evans. Blue Jays have the ball here. Can maybe slow it down, run their screen the screener action here. Looks for Berlin, and Contreras is wide open.
That was her only resort, I think, on that.
Yeah.
She looked at every pass option. Nobody was open, so she just popped it. But I did get an injury report from on Kaylee Kaufman here at halftime, and it's a pretty severe ankle sprain. Don't think it's broken, but she is done for the night, and hopefully not done for the year. But
Yeah.
hate to see that for her.
And that's the problem with those ankle sprains. I know, I think Caitlin Long got one as well, and that's why she sat out on Wednesday. So I think, yeah, ankle sprains are so day to day, and it's tough to figure out if you can come back within a week, with over a week. It just really depends on the severity of the injury and how well you recover to see.
Nash, you probably don't know this. I had Achilles surgery 2 months ago.
Okay.
And I have a new appreciation for the ability to walk. I've just had a shoe on for the last 10 days here now, and people say, how does that feel? I said, I feel like I got about 8 rocks and 3 screws and 6 bolts in my shoes. But nonetheless, I'm on the road to recovery. Hopefully I'll have my golf game going here in a couple weeks here. But anyhow, so I have whenever I see crutches now, I have a real appreciation for those that are struggling, and so I hope Kaylee gets well quick here. So
oh man, yeah, it's definitely true. I've never broken an ankle. I've sprained both of my ankles twice doing basketball, of course, landing on other people's feet like Kaylee just got injured from earlier. So I know a little bit of a taste from that, but yeah, I do appreciate being able to walk, that's for sure. And that's another and one for Avila, and they're just chunking away by these and one opportunities.
You know, it seems like score may not show, but they're scaring me. I mean, that was a good set play after the timeout, and they're going to try to make the 3-point finish here. Well, there's no doubt Tabor's got to keep the pressure and keep things going in this game, because Avila can make a quick comeback, it appears to me, if they need to.
Yeah, they're a solid ball team. They definitely know their way around the KCAC, and see what they can do the rest of the second half. About 3:40 left in the game clock here. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Blue Jays looking to find something open here. Ball screen from Hazelwood. Contreras trying to look maybe for that short corner. Reverse layup, no good. Boarded by Coleman. Avila going quick up the floor. Out to Coleman. Coleman lefty drive on Hazelwood. Good defense. Melton goes up. Lefty. Layup no good. Yeah, she's just looked a little bit off today. Only has 9 points so far in the evening. Blue Jays have the ball. Hazelwood, lefty drive, looks to Berlin, kicks out to O'Brien. That's her shot, doesn't take it. Look at that.
That was a nice. Yeah, I thought she was going to pull up for that 3, but she just wasn't quite set, and decided to go inside for the easy bucket inside.
Big long 3 is no good off the back end of the iron. That's Ava Hughes with the shot. Inside. That's a great pass there from Contreras.
Great pass, great catch, and great finish.
All around good play from the Jays right there on that possession.
It's really good to see Berlin getting into the flow of the game tonight. Hate to see Smith out with foul trouble, but it's given her the opportunity to get some confidence, and we know that she can do what she's showing tonight. Just haven't had a chance to do it.
100%.
Melton with a little offensive foul here, it looks like.
Offensive foul on Avila, so that'll be a Blue Jay ball here on the baseline, looks like. And I'm hearing word here that actually Cada beat Ottawa, and so by the tiebreaker rules, it almost seems like Tabor has, bad pass there. Tabor actually might be in the conference tournament no matter what, which is good news to hear, but still, we got to take care of this one at hand, you know.
Nash, I wish I wouldn't have heard that. We got to just finish this game out.
Yeah, that's right. Well, at least nobody on the floor knows all
That's
about
right.
that. So.
Do not broadcast that down to either bench there.
Let's hope Nate or Darren Bradley doesn't PA that over the loudspeaker for everyone to hear. But, we'll keep that to ourselves.
That's right. There we go. Melton with a nice move.
Oh,
she just kind of had a second, and she goes down.
She goes down here. 5-on-4 fast break, and that'll be a foul on Baker. That was the sideline referee calls that one. That'll send O'Brien to the line.
It looks like Melton's going to be okay, be able to walk it off. She kind of rolled her ankle as well here tonight. But good to see her battle through that.
Looks like she might come out here. That'll be Comstock. The freshman will take her place there. And also checking into the game will be Briley Hicks, sophomore out of Marionville, Missouri.
I want to take a chance to shout out to my mom. She's sitting at home. I had to turn the YouTube channel on for her here. She's 93 and a half years old and one of the most avid Tabor fans. So, Mom, if you can hear us out there, we'll be home for supper in about an hour.
Awesome. Does she live just down the road here?
Yeah, she lives here right in Hillsboro. So
awesome. That's pretty sweet.
She said your voice is so good on the broadcast, she just soon stay at home and watch it from the comfort of her recliner.
Well, that's fair. Sometimes that's better than trying to get out and pay for a ticket and get out here, I guess, sometimes. Although we love the support here in person. Definitely watching online, and that's a great shot, no good. It appears to have hit the shot clock. Okay, I was wondering if they were going to call it.
Well, I think we didn't. The shot clock operator did not reset the shot clock because that hit the rim with 1 second to go. And
yeah, and so the sideline referee made that twirly sign with his finger, which means shot clock violation. So they're going to actually give it to Avila.
Interesting.
Oh, wait. Okay, so they'll count the basket?
I don't think
what's going to go on here? I think they're going to...
Can we get a replay on that?
So they're going to... Oh, okay, I see what they're going to do here. They're just going to give Tabor the ball and put 20 seconds on the clock.
I think since that shot clock didn't get reset, and it play came to a stop there, is my guess. That's what... I heard somebody say it's a great call, and I heard somebody say it was not a great call. So,
which I'm honestly, if I'm an Avila fan, I'm fine with that because Tabor scored right after they rebounded it. So they're gonna,
I think they're gonna review.
Time, and it looks like O'Brien got the ball off in time. So I don't know why they stopped play. I think they were just stopping play because that shot clock made the noise. But sometimes you don't need to blow the whistle if you don't need to. Yeah,
I kind of think they should have just played on through that without the whistle. Sometimes you hear the shot clock go off and the officials just keep it going. You don't, as a player, you don't stop until the whistle blows. The shot clock timer doesn't mean anything until the official recognizes it.
Correct, yeah. You want to know something, Kim?
What's that?
Today was my debut for refereeing actually today, which is kind of interesting. I was telling you about I went to the YMCA earlier today and did some refereeing today.
Oh, I thought you were working out and hitting the weights.
Oh,
stuff,
no. Yeah, I do that enough already. Can't you tell?
Well, did you get? How'd you do? Did you get a self-critique yourself?
I tried to critique myself a little bit. Yeah, I was a younger age group, so I gave away a few travels and double dribbles. But that's just what's going to happen a little bit. But didn't have to deal with any replays like the NAIA refs have to do here today, especially replays with the shot clock too, because you don't have shot clock either. So yeah, a lot of stuff I don't have to deal with.
Hey, that's a good time in your career to start that. I had a friend here. Dr. Craig Rasliff, I think you probably know him, but
yes,
he started officiating, I think, when he was in college, and he worked his way up quickly until I think he finished he was in working some Big 8 games and some things like that. So
that's pretty awesome.
If you're unable to keep your playing career going, get into officiating. Seriously, I've got a lot of friends that are officials, and they really are short on good officials, start young. I applaud you for getting out there and doing that. Just get that game experience and see where it takes you.
Yeah, and I've also been around the umpiring world a little bit as well, and that's also been pretty fun. I mean, definitely short umpires as well, and so it's definitely one of the best ways to stay around the game. You know, a lot of people here say, "Oh, I'm going to coach. All I'm going to do is coach when I get older. I'm going to be an athletic, or I'm going to be a trainer for future athletes and all that stuff." But you know, officiating is one of the ways to stay close to the game and be directly a part of a game that you love.
Yeah, it is, and it is, and to see people like yourself that really want to commit to it. You know, the game's gotten faster over the years, and officials really have to work and hustle to get in position. I know they've got 3 officials on most game now, is what helps. But you know, these athletes, these coaches are giving it all, and that's why we've got to have good officiating too there. So those of you that are officials out there listening in, thank you for your service. I know you don't get paid a whole lot on that unless you make it to the big leagues. But anyhow, I don't know how we got off on that. I guess it's because you're killing a little time here during this review here. That's good, though. That's we'll just go with the flow. Nash and I have never worked together, but, man, we're getting to be good buddies here.
Hopefully so. Let's do it.
I see we're down to about 2 listeners on the broadcast, so I don't know if that's my fault or what, but no, I'm kidding. Those of you out there listening, we appreciate you being on, and again, we're just trying to fill up the time here. So here we go.
Always
Let's get back to basketball.
So, yeah, it looks like they won't change anything after the review, which is kind of interesting. It's a pretty long review, so Blue Jays will have the ball. 58-32, about 45 seconds left on the game clock. O'Brien, big 3, no good. And boarded hard from number 21. It's Hughes. And what a play there.
That's just flat-out hustle there.
Great job.
Flat-out hustle. Hughes, I think, heard her coming from the back there and couldn't quite get there in time to finish, but it's still Avila's ball, but it's a good defensive play there.
Yeah, another good job by the Blue Jays. Stripped from O'Brien by O'Brien. I mean, this Blue Jays defense looks kind of weird, unstoppable, which is not a term I would use for defense most times, but they've looked great.
And they're doing it against a good team, too. That's what, it's not that they are playing a solid game here against a very good team.
Tipped out of bounds there by Wright. That'll send it flying into the student section. We're going to get a stoppage of play here, and they're going to move the time to 15 seconds. Maybe game clock was moved a little bit. They're going to talk it over for just a second. 16 is what the ref says. 15.6. Well, see what happens here. 15.6 instead of 15. Big difference. I'm being sarcastic. Shouldn't do that. But
here we go.
Blue Jays have the ball here on the sideline. Long
shot clock's off, it looks like.
Shot clock's off. Should be 20 seconds. They might recall it. Put it.
Well, it's 15 seconds in the game, so the clock's off. So
yeah,
Tabor should be able to work it down for a final one here. But
yeah, let's see what they'll do here. A lot of stoppages here late in this third quarter.
Too bad we aren't selling commercials here. We'd be able to have a lot of commercial breaks here.
Yeah,
but instead we're just filling it up here with talk. So
exactly, you know, we don't get paid for talking. But if you are looking to advertise here, they're going to review it real fast. But yeah, if you're looking to plug in a commercial, plug for your business or something like that here in the area, we're always looking for those advertisements. You can definitely reach out to Nate Howard in the athletic department.
That's right.
Anybody in the athletic department would be well appreciated in those regards.
Going to give us some Tabor baseball scores updates. They won game 1 down at Southwestern today. I think that was 12-4, and then I see they've come back and battled it back to 6-6 here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. So talked with Coach Standiford yesterday, and he's the same kind of like our Blue Jay basketball team. He's got a really young team. They graduated 25 seniors last year, so he's it's kind of in a reload/rebuild year, but their conference, they're off to a good start in the conference here. So, yeah. And then our Tabor women's softball's down in Texas. I should be down there at their game, but I'll have to come up to here. But they're battling down at Texas Wesleyan this weekend. So, not sure where Avila is at this week, but I'm sure they're playing in some frigid temperatures right now.
Sure they are, yeah. And so, yeah, actually the Jays won 14-4 earlier today for baseball. They they run rolled in the 8th inning, so good job from them earlier on today. It was actually interesting. They got into the 5th inning and they were up 9-0, so they were pretty close to run rolling. It's 10 after 7 for college baseball for a run roll, and so they were just there, and then Southwestern started scoring a few runs. So, but yeah, good showing from them the first game. Second game so far, 6-6. Not amazing if you're a Jays fan, but you know, sometimes it happens.
Let's see what happened here. We got everything straightened out. We're ready to go here again. Bear ready to inbounds the ball here from the timeline.
So they'll put 10 seconds on the shot clock here.
Okay.
And Veer looks inside. Heavy drive. Blocked.
Good defense there by...
That was Coleman there, yeah. 23 takes it inside.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Solid quarter there by the Jays. 58-32 as we head into the fourth.
Into the fourth quarter, another great quarter played by the Blue Jays. Blue Jays outscored Avila 18-11 in that quarter, and that's what you want to see if you're Sean Reed. That's amazing. Avila only turned the ball over, I think, twice in that third quarter, but Blue Jays were able to capitalize off of both of those attempts, making 4 points off turnovers that quarter. And yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of really good things from this Jays team so far.
Both teams kind of maintaining that same shooting percentage. Tabor is shooting at a 57% clip, and Avila 34.
Yeah, for sure. Coming up on February 26th at 7 p.m., Tabor College welcomes Jesse Holm for the Noctegal Lecture. Holm is a agriculture, technology, software, and systems engineer from Huron, South Dakota, and the lecture will take place in the France Heritage Lobby in the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts. Admission is free and open to the public. Hope to see you there.
So we got Smith back in the lineup. Let's hope she can finish out this quarter here and just play free here. She got the 3 fouls, but
yeah, it looks like she has 3 fouls. If I'm Reed here, I'm probably playing her until she plays her 5th, gets her 5th, but you never know. It happens. If you want to put Schaefer back in, maybe put Berlin back in. That's tipped out there, and that'll stay Blue Jays ball.
Has Melton been back in since that injury? Because she's on the bench right now. I don't see her hobbling, but maybe that injury is a little stronger. I don't think she's been back in the game since she went down.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. Avila might be. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. They're kind of just keeping her out, just making sure she stays healthy, possibly. I mean, you're also down by 26 here, so hard take from O'Brien, and it is handled by Avila out of bounds. Comstock touched that out of bounds. That'll stay Blue Jay ball once again. 20 seconds on the clock. Clock will reset.
All time down top Avila, Tabor retains possession.
Blue Jays have the ball. Veer goes up. Maybe wants the foul there. No call. Coleman was on the defense there. But that'll be a 2 for Veer, and that'll be Veer's 8th point of the night. 3rd leading scorer for the Blue Jays. 3 of 6 from the field. Just been so impressed by this offensive efficiency that the Blue Jays have shown. Oh, wow. There was a lot of wows from the crowd on that one. I'm not going to give my opinion, but they'll call a foul there. Luckily, it wasn't on Smith. That'll be on Long. That'll be her 2nd foul.
You know, Nash, that's just good advice for you here. If it's not there, don't blow the whistle.
Yeah, there. That's true.
But, no, that's... He saw something. We're up here in the top, and he was right there, so... Yeah,
he had a different angle, and so... Honestly, I heard a lot more wows from the other side of the court, who probably saw it better than we did. Yeah, I don't know. Don't see a ton. Second shot is no good from the freshman, and I'll be boarded by Veer. 9 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
Now I think Tabor, again, needs to stay aggressive, but work for a good shot, burn a little bit of clock. I think that's kind of what they're doing now. They're working the ball around well. And
Wong tries to get inside. Good defense there from Hicks. And that pass goes out of bounds. Another great defensive possession. I mean, honestly, Avila has just been kind of careless with the ball today.
That's probably been the one part that's really affected them is their turnovers there. I see Melton's back in, so that's good to see her healthy.
Yeah, it looks like they were running a kind of a condensed 1-2-2 there in that possession. Somehow Blue Jays got out of it with a turnover, without a turnover. Beer, the big long three, goes off shot clock, and that'll be an Eagles ball. I think that's the third time the ball's gone off the shot clock today.
I think we got a little extra pressure in the ball today here. So it's really taking some big bounces here. We better check that here at the next break.
Might have to. Yeah, it looks like they'll have Melton back in. Peg pass. That's great offense from the Eagles. Easy two for Marley Wright.
Yeah, nice little backdoor cut by Wright. Saw an opportunity and they cashed in on it.
That's her 15th point of the night, leading scorer for the Eagles. Ooh, and that one's thrown away, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, a little bit careless the last couple of possessions here. Got some different rotation coming in for the Blue Jays.
Putting in Contreras once again, and they'll put Hazelwood and Lambert as well in the guard positions. If you're Avila here, what are you looking for?
I think they're just going to try to finish, quit looking at the scoreboard at this point. Just play their game, finish out strong.
That's not a bad shot, no good. Teton hits that one out. It'll be Avila's ball on the baseline. 20 seconds, shot clock will reset.
So when do the playoffs, KCAC playoffs begin? Do you know offhand, Nash?
So they will start on Wednesday, I believe.
Melton
I think that's
working
right.
hard and goes up for the shot, but it's fouled on the shot, so she went the line for two.
I think it's Wednesday, I believe, and Blue Jays will be automatically away.
Yeah.
But it just depends. They will either face Friends or Bethel in their first round. So playing Bethel again would be pretty awesome. Being so close, definitely have to travel to that game.
Well,
Be a fun one to go to.
I just noticed too. I'm glad we have a great crowd out here tonight to honor the seniors in the final game of the year here. I know from the broadcast we seldom get to see the south side of the court, but both sides are really pretty full tonight. So that's great to see people coming out to support the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Contreras has the ball on the left side here. Ball screen from Smith. Smith looks to kick it out, gets it to Hazelwood. Ball screen once again. Hazelwood, good move.
Down to 6 seconds on the shot clock again.
O'Brien takes it up against Melton, and that'll stay Blue Jays ball with a second left.
It's going to have to be a catch and shoot here. I know Coach Reed wasn't when it hit 8 seconds. He was ready to get the shot going there. So that's one of those cases there. 10 seconds, you really need to be going to the goal to score.
This will have to be a catch and touch. And I'll have to on that one short. Katie Evans left that one just a tad short, so that'll be an Eagles ball. 6:54 left on the game clock. Avila kind of slowing it down, trying to find Melton. Or sorry, that was not Melton. That was Comstock. Just missed her.
That's going to be 4 on Peyton.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see what happened on that play.
she was headed up to set a ball screen, I think, and plowed over Comstock there.
I think that was Melton, actually. Melton got hit there.
Okay. A little bit of acting, but it was definitely a foul.
Yeah, sometimes the Oscar gets you fouls. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just depends on the night.
And that was a good defense by Melton.
Avila hits the ball, Melton. Good spin move.
Oh, she's got that scoop shot down pat. That one just rolled off, though.
Almost thought Smith was going to get her fifth there.
That sure looked like it could have been.
Smith has to be careful here with 4 fouls. Evans, big long three. Good
Evans for 3.
from the freshman. Another great shot. And that'll be Evans' 7th point of the night. She is still perfect from field goal and free throw.
Yeah, you know, that was a good example there, though, of taking the shot when it's there. You know, I know when you're up, you want to burn some clock, but you know, in this day and age, it's so hard to get an open look. And I'm of the opinion when you've got a good look like that, let's take it.
100%. So while the teams take a little bit of a break here, we're going to take a break as well. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty, here after the short timeout taken by Sean Reed, it will be an Avila ball. And that one will be boarded. It looks like it'll go out of bounds. Last touch off of Tabor. And that'll be an Avila ball underneath. Comstock will throw it in. Good defense from O'Brien.
Well, O'Brien just really had a solid night tonight. I've been really impressed with her.
She has kind of almost picked up the role of Kaylee Kaufman in the last game they played against Avila. Kaylee having 15, sadly out for the night with a sprained ankle. Suffered in the, what was that, second quarter, right?
Yeah, it was early in the second quarter, so.
Hate to see that, but hopefully she'll be backing at him for too long.
There's the open look.
And left just a little bit long there. Avila gets the ball here, about 5 minutes left. Big long three taken.
That was an NBA three there.
Yeah, from downtown, as they call it. No good from Catherine Stanley.
Again, Jay's working a little clock here. Trying to take care of the ball.
And that dribble weave ball screen. Trying to look inside for Schaefer.
Okay.
Man, great play there from Schaefer to get that one out. O'Brien goes up, gets fouled. Strong take.
That was a strong take. Good possession there.
So now I'll send O'Brien to the line, the freshman. She'll end up shooting 2 here. Fouls on Stanley, the senior, and that'll be her second foul. Jay's up at home. First one's good.
Knocks down her 13th point of the night.
Second one from the charity stripe is no good off the back. Oh, wow.
He about proved you wrong there,
Nash. Wow, that was crazy. You know, Bryant actually ends up poking that one out of bounds. She is just everywhere.
She is scrappy. I'm going to call her Scrappy O'Brien.
Scrappy O'Brien, there you go. She has played tough tonight.
If her mom and dad doesn't like that nickname, then I apologize.
Well,
but it's a compliment.
That's a compliment, it is. Good board from sorry, that was Hazelwood.
Good to see Kate Long getting some solid minutes tonight again, probably with her senior year being able to be in there, get a lot of productive minutes tonight. It's great to see.
PJ's kind of working the clock here. 4 minutes left in the game clock. 5 on the shot. Gets it to Schaefer. Looks like they'll get a jump, and they will, and that'll be an Avila ball.
That was some great help side defense there by Avila on that play. Shaver had no clue she had somebody on her back pocket there like that, so well done. Just under 4 minutes here, 64-36 Tabor.
Strong lead for Tabor, up by 28. This is all you could ask for if you're Sean Reed. Taking away Melton. Melton only has 11 points in the night. Really hasn't been a huge factor this game.
Yeah, they really have contained her well. We're down to the 2 seconds left in the shot. It's not going to
fading mid-range.
She did get it on.
Looks like she's maybe hobbling a little bit on the ankle still.
I think that affected her more. O'Brien with the loose ball attacks the goal. Again, just seeing her playing with confidence here.
Coast to coast right there.
It really was good to see this time of year, you know, heading into the playoffs now. It's when you really want to be gelling.
Yeah, it looks like this team is working well together. Up by 30 now. Evans for 3. It's kind of her shot. Didn't go in though. Lambert, and that'll be a Blue Jay ball.
Tough break there for Avila, but yes, that's going to be Blue Jay ball. Lambert kept that thing alive.
It's interesting. Lambert only has 5 points. She's a lot of a silent scorer for the Jays.
Yeah, it looks like we're going a little deeper into the bench now, which is good to see. Haven Deckinger.
Yeah, that'll be Haven Deckinger into the game, and
24
is JL Johnson. Yes.
Yeah, JL, I know her.
JL looks inside, kicks it out to Evans. Long looks for a shot here. Kicks it hard, just can't handle that one. 2:30 left on the clock. Big long 3, no good. And that'll be a Blue Jay ball.
Avila's still putting pressure on, and good to see them still working hard in this game despite the score.
Yeah. Double dribble from Caitlin. She's frustrated.
She was frustrated with that. Caitlin, just finish it. Take it to the goal.
Yeah.
You know, I've gotten to know the Long family. They're ranchers out in western Oklahoma, and they had major fires out in western Panhandle there, and I was just speaking with her dad before the game, and thankfully they just avoided it, but eight homes in their neighborhood were burned to the ground because of the wildfires there in the ranch land.
And that was just recently, right?
That was just this last Wednesday, so yeah.
Oh man, that is frustrating. Yeah, definitely saw the smoke. I remember going out on a walk with a couple of my buddies. Actually, we got ash in our eyes from how much was in the air, and we were like, wow, something must be going on here. Nevi Wilkie checks into the game. So will Taylor Balzer, number 13. Both freshmen as well. Actually, Wilkie's a sophomore. Can't handle that one. Both are really solid players in the JV. Will definitely be looking up for next year, and that's a foul on Johnson.
Coolman with the bucket there. Nice strong move to the goal.
Yeah, Coleman's had a decent night tonight. This will be her first shots from the line tonight. First one's no good. Johnson gets the board, gets it to Balzer. About 1:20 left on the clock here. Avila still playing tough defense. Still have some of their main players in.
Yeah, again, with their short bench, they've got to get a lot of minutes from everybody. But you tell they're a well-coached team just by their effort that they're doing here tonight. Under a minute as we wrap this thing up here.
Blue Jays lead here, 66-38. Good take here from number 10. That's
nice
a beautiful
move.
take from Kathleen Stanley. That's her 8th point of the night.
Stanley's had a nice game tonight for Avila.
Deckinger gets the ball up to Balzer. Balzer looks around, passes back to Deckinger. On a little bit of a dribble weave here. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson looks inside. Screen from Wilkie. Into Wilkie. Fouls on number 4, Briley Hicks.
Nice pass there by JL.
They will go to the line.
And then Avila will sub in 3 of their better players. 3 of their top scorers actually come out here, Wright, Melton, and Stanley. First shot is good for Wilkie.
Northwest door under the American flag. Thank you.
Second one's no good. Just a few seconds left here. Shot clock should be turned off here. Avila will have the ball, looks for one more possession to score. And foul on Johnson. That will go underneath. And that'll turn the shot clock, or that'll turn the shot clock off here.
24, Johnson. Now 11 on the line.
Actually, because of the bonus here, that'll send number 3, Coleman, to the line. Shooting 2. First one is good. Second one no good. Offensive board. Good take there. That's Ava Hughes. 8.9 left on the clock here. Don't even have to pass half court. Balzer will take it up. And clap it up for your Blue Jays at home or wherever you are listening on stream. That will send the Blue Jays to the conference tournament next week. Great game from the Jays. Also a great game from Avila as well. Just came up short here. Blue Jays win 67-43. And yeah, what's your thoughts, Kim?
Well, first off, Nash, I'd like to thank you for letting me fill in tonight for you. It's been a pleasure working with you. You got a bright future both in officiating and in broadcasting. So
it's been a pleasure for me as well. It's been a good night so far.
But, you know, I tell you, just a little side note here. Having the ability to be able to see games, you know, for parents, you know, this wasn't here 10 years ago even, you know, and to be able to, if you can't be at the game, you know, it's so great to be able to tune in, or if you're elderly and can't get out, and it's just such a blessing to be able to have good technology. Tabor does a great job here of it, and other schools do as well. But yeah, it's been fun to fill in tonight. Be back on campus at my old alma mater here, Nash.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of the stats here tonight. Blue Jays scored 67, Avila scored 43. Blue Jays shot 51% from the field. Avila shot 32. That was kind of the story of the game right there. Avila had 19 turnovers to Blue Jays 13. Those are the biggest stats I see on here. Also, Blue Jays out-rebounded the Eagles 32-21. A lot of stats there, and you can go look up online at TaborBlueJays.com. Look at the stats for the game as well. And O'Brien led the way for the Jays with 15, Schaefer with 10, Veer with 8, Contreras with 7, Evans with 6, the top 5 scorers for the Jays. And for Avila was Wright with 15, Melton with 11, Stanley with 8, Coleman with 5, Hughes and Comstock with 2. And those are the top 6 scorers for Avila here tonight. And so, yeah, thank you guys here for joining us. The Blue Jays will be back in action next Wednesday as they secured the 7th spot in the KCAC tournament. Their opponent is yet to be determined, but we would love to see your support wherever the game is at. Yeah, and especially if it's at Bethel, that would be a phenomenal game. And honestly, the other place they might be too is at let's see here, Friends. So that's not too far of a drive either.
Well, the main thing when you're the 7th seed, you're just glad you're in. So yeah. It's a tough road to hoe, but you're in. You got a chance, and you know, I think overall the last couple of weeks here, I've really liked what I've been seeing from the Lady Jays here. You know, I think there's some things coming together, and tonight certainly was a testament to that. So you hope they can carry this momentum into the postseason here and go.
Yep,
go deep into that. You know, this is that time of year. It's February Madness.
February Madness. That's darn right. Yep. A couple of the fun facts about the seniors. They're doing senior night here tonight. I don't know how much the seniors will love me saying this in here, but Brooke Berlin. Brooke used to be in a show choir in high school. That's a pretty fun fact right there. Caitlin Long was a softball player in high school, and she pitched a perfect game her senior year. Wow. Pretty cool right there. Tayton Smith has been to 50 national parks. Half a century right there. It's quite a few. And McKenna Reed, the director of creative, I can't think of the exact word. I went to high school with McKenna. She does not like French fries. Doesn't like any French fries except for Freddy's French fries, which is pretty interesting. I know a lot of people that don't love Freddy's French fries, but I'm one of the people that does love them. So
I like any kind of fries.
That's how. Yeah, I don't know. That's how I am too. Well, thank you once again, Kim, for joining me here today. Thank you guys at home for being able to be a part of this game, as the Jays will be 7th in KCAC play this year. So that's pretty exciting news, and hopefully we'll see them on Wednesday wherever they will be.
Yeah, if you're a Jay fan, get out and travel there. The crowd really makes a difference this time of year. So hop in that vehicle and make the run to Newton or Wichita, wherever that is. I want to encourage you to do that. So, Nashik, once again, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
You got my number. I'll glad to fill in whenever I can.
Awesome stuff. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Good night and go Blue Jays.
Because you are never going to look back and wish you didn't work as hard. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Buckingham. Our second senior is on trail mark from Trebinje, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Trey is escorted tonight by his host family, Ron and Cora Verkeer. This is Trey's first season in the Tabor men's basketball program, and he will be getting his general studies degree. Trey has been a great addition to the men's basketball program and the Tabor community, bringing toughness on the floor and joy to everyone around him on campus. After graduation, Trey will head back to Europe, splitting time with his brother in Spain and parents in Bosnia and Herzegovina. As he navigates the next chapter of his life, Trey's favorite memory comes from our first win of the season at home over Mount Marty and he dancing in the team huddle. One thing that Trey will miss most are the amazing people from the Tabor community. If Trey could give his younger self advice, it would be to stay more patient, stay disciplined, and not be afraid to fail. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Murray. Our third senior is Langston Taylor. Langston is from Lancaster, California, and is escorted tonight by his dad, Rodney, his mother, Catherine, and his cousins, Lakita and Javon. This is Langston's 4th year on the Tabor men's basketball team. During his time here in Tabor, Langston has been a walking testimony to what determination and resilience look like on the floor. Langston is majoring in communications with a minor in sports information. After graduating, he plans on pursuing his master's degree and transitioning into coaching. Langston's favorite memory in Tabor was last year's overtime win at home against Bethany, a game in which he was able to flaunt his famous snowball celebration. What Langston will miss the most will undoubtedly be his teammates. One bit of advice LT would like to give his younger self is that you can do all things by Christ that strengthens you. Ladies and gentlemen, Langston Taylor. Our 4th senior is Niahi Black Bear. Niahi hails from Rebel, Wyoming, and is escorted tonight by his teammates. This is Niahi's 2nd season on the Tabor men's basketball program. After spending his first year rehabbing his knee injury, his return to the floor has been nothing shy of spectacular. This season, Niahi has averaged 12.5 points per game, with an impressive 57% field goal rate and 6 rebounds per game to go along with it. During the team's first semester matchup versus Avila, Niahi eclipsed the 1,000 career points milestone. He is majoring in psychology, and after graduation, he plans to apply to graduate school to further his education. Nee's favorite memory comes from the time Khalil started dancing in the middle of the hype circle. One thing he will miss most will be the brothers he has made during his time here at Tabor. And if there was one bit of advice he would give his younger self, it would be to work hard, play hard, and stay hard. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Woodbear! Our fifth senior is Marquis Wilkerson. Marquis is from Topeka, Kansas, and is escorted tonight by his mom, Rochelle, his grandma, Edwardina, and his little brother, Mark. This is Keith's first season with Tabor men's basketball. Since transferring to Tabor, he has brought winning experience, grit, and a competitive fire to our program. He is currently leading the team with 15 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 3 assists per game while shooting 48% from the field and 41% from downtown. He is graduating with his psychology degree, and his plans after graduation are to pursue playing professional basketball and when the day comes, transition into coaching. Keith's favorite memory was watching Camp hit a transition windmill dunk in a one-possession game against Kansas Wesleyan. What Keith will miss the most is the growth within the team and watching his brothers get better every day. And if there is any advice Marquis would give to his younger self, it would be to surround yourself with people of a similar mindset and be willing to change, as life will never stay the same. Ladies and gentlemen, Marquis Wilkerson. Our sixth and final senior is Zach Hebert from Bakersfield, California. He is accompanied by his parents, Tyrone and Nikki Hebert, his grandparents, Paul and Mary Hebert, his siblings, Bree and Katie, and his fiancée, Mallory Woolstead. Zach has been a member of Tabor men's basketball for the past 4 seasons and has set the standard for what servant leadership, sacrifice, and perseverance look like for his fellow teammates. These past 2 years as a starter, Zach has averaged 8.5 points per game, 2.5 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game. After graduation, Zach and Mallory will be getting married this May, and afterwards, Zach will California to work for an ant surveying company. Zach's favorite memory was a trip to Arizona last season, where he became a lot closer with his teammates and coaches as they were crammed into a small Airbnb, went out to eat as a team, and attended a Phoenix Suns game. Zach will miss the most the time spending around the guys, on the floor, in the locker room, and at the house. There were so many fun memories he will never forget. And lastly, if there is one bit of advice Zach would give his younger self, it would be to control the things he can control and give the rest to God, as his plan is perfect and there is no point in worrying about anything outside of his control. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Hebert. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for your 2026 Tabor College men's basketball senior. Next up, we would like to recognize in 1 minute. here tonight is Riley Collins. She's escorted tonight by her friends April Achula, Reagan King, and Mallory Pearson. This is her third season with Tabor Cheer, and she has brought a lot of fun to our squad. Riley is originally from Las Vegas, Nevada, and is the daughter of Michael and Danielle Collins. She will be graduating with both a chemistry and English degree. Her post-graduation plan is to go to grad school to get a master's degree and a PhD in chemistry. While at Tabor, Riley received many awards and honors. She's a 3-time KCAC Scholar Athlete, a 3-time NAIA Scholar Athlete, and a 4-time High Honors Dean's List, and 3-time American Chemical Society Student of Excellence. Her favorite memory from cheer was learning how to base last year, and finally learning and being able to hit the plank stunt during basketball season. The coaching staff has been so impressed with Riley's dedication and love for cheer. She is always willing to help, try new things, and never complains. It has been a blessing getting to know her and watch her grow in the sport of cheer. We wish her the best as she moves on to her next endeavor, and are excited to see how God works in her life. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Collins. Our next speaker is Lexi Miller. Originally from Inman, Kansas, she is escorted tonight by her mother, Amber Hallbauer. Lexi has cheered with Tabor for 4 seasons, and in her final season has helped pioneer the new Tabor College Dance Program. She has been a great leader and support in both programs, and will be graduating with a degree in general music. After graduation, she plans to continue working in children's ministry. While at Tabor College, Lexi was a scholar athlete and received the award for Outstanding Singer in Concert Choir. She served as captain for both the cheer and dance teams, and her favorite memory is cheering for the women's basketball team at Barton Arena. Our coaching staff has been so impressed by Lexi's willingness to serve. She is such a big help at game days as well as practice organization. It has been such a blessing getting to spend these last 4 seasons with her and watch her grow. And we wish her the best as she moves on to her next adventure. And we are so excited to see how God will continue to use her. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Tabor College Cheer and Dance Senior. Last but certainly not least, our final group of seniors we would like to recognize this evening is the Tabor College Women's Basketball Seniors. Tonight we would like to recognize 4 seniors, all of whom have given their time, energy, and God-given talent to the Tabor College Women's Basketball Program. As a group, they have helped guide the Blue Jays to 1 KCAC regular season championship, 2 runner-up finishes, 1 KCAC tournament championship finish, and 1 trip to the NAIA National Tournament. During the last 4 seasons, Tabor has had an overall record of 77-39, with a 66% win percentage, and a KCAC record of 64-23, and a 74% win percentage. This group has also helped Tabor finish in the top 10 of the WBCA's Academic Top 25 Honor Roll each of the last 3 seasons. Last year, the Blue Jays had the 6th highest GPA in NAIA at 3.74. Our first Tabor College women's basketball senior is McKenna Reed. McKenna hails from Hillsborough, Kansas, and she's a graduate of Hillsborough High School. She played 2 seasons for the Blue Jays before multiple concussions forced her to medically retire. This season, she has served as a women's basketball digital content creator. Coach Reed had to say this about McKenna. We're very thankful that McKenna has been part of our program in the past 3 seasons. She has did it first 2 years, but several repeated concussions forced her to make a tough decision to change roles. She's a very hard worker and a wonderful teammate. She's been a true blessing to our team this season as our content creator, and she's extremely creative and talented and has produced some awesome graphics and videos for our team this season. McKenna has been named to the Dean's List, Blue Jay Honor Roll, Academic All-Conference, and NAIA Scholar Athlete Recognition. She will graduate next fall from Tabor with a degree in Communications and Sports Information and a minor in Graphic Design. Following graduation, she hopes to obtain a master's degree in Communications and Media at an NCAA institution. She is the daughter of Sean and Miranda Reed, and her host parents are Mallory and Clay Shuey. Ladies and gentlemen, McKenna Reed. Our next senior is Tayton Smith. Tayton hails from Oakland, Kansas, and graduated from Korean Academy, and has been a member of the women's basketball program for 3 years in her time here at Tabor. Coach Reed had this to say about Tayton. Tayton has been a fantastic addition to our program. She worked hard during her first 2 seasons at Tabor, and it has been awesome to see her move into a starting role this season and become a major contributor on our team. Tayton has exhibited patience and perseverance during her time as a Blue Jay. During her first 2 seasons, she played behind 2 All-American players, but she never complained and continued to work each day to improve. I think Tayton is a shining example of not letting your circumstances dictate your effort and continuing to star in the role you have until you get the role you want. During her time here at Tabor, Tayton has been named to the Dean's List, Blue Jay Honor Roll, Academic All-KCAC, and NAIA Scholar Athlete. To date, she has played in 45 varsity contests and started 26 games. For her career, she averages 7.75 points per game, 6.45 rebounds per game, and has shot 56% from the field. Tayton has also amassed 40 block shots during her 3-year career and has been named KCAC Player of the Week on 3 occasions this season, twice on offense and once on defense. She is majoring in business and entrepreneurship and is minoring in marketing. Her plan is to enter the MBA program at Tabor next fall. Tayton is the daughter of Joel and Paris Smith, and her host parents are Mallory and Clay Shuey. Ladies and gentlemen, Tayton Smith. Our next senior is Kate Long. Kate is from Kate, Oklahoma, and she came to Tabor after graduating from Laverne High School. She has been a member of the basketball team for the past 3 seasons. Coach Reed had this to say about Kate. Kate has been a wonderful addition to our program, and she is loved and respected by her teammates and is a hard worker. She always brings energy and probably a little honoriness to our program daily, and has battled through several injuries during her career, but she never quits and has exhibited perseverance and grit. Kate is a people person, and God has given her awesome abilities that allow her to connect with others, and we look forward to seeing how God uses her in the field of education. During her time here at Tabor, Kate has been named to the Dean's List, Blue Jay Honor Roll, Academic All-KCAC, and NAIA Scholar Athlete. During her time here at Tabor, she has played in 47 varsity contests and has averaged 1.7 points per game, dished out 36 assists, and has shot 34% from beyond the arc. Kate is majoring in health and physical education and will be student teaching next fall and looking for a job in the area. She is the daughter of Scott and Stephanie Long, and she will be marrying Braxton Burge on May 31st of this year. Her host parents are Andy and Gary Shuey. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Long. Our final senior is Brooke Berlin. Brooke comes from Tabor, Kansas, and she came to Tabor after Brooke has been coachable and worked hard and was a key reserve on our KCAC regular season and tournament championship team in 2023-24. It has been a blessing to have her be a part of our program, and we look forward to seeing what God has in store for her moving forward. Prior to tonight's game, Brooke has played in 78 varsity contests here at Tabor. For her career, she has scored over 200 points, averaging 2.6 points per game, 1.7 rebounds per game, and has shot 42% from the field. During her career, Brooke has been named to the Dean's List, Blue Jay Honor Roll, and received academic all-conference recognition. She was also named an NAIA All-America Scholar